Hey you guys! Happy Thanksgiving everyone. I hope you've been well, and I'm so sorry that I have been slacking and making videos lately. To be honest, it's just me and like being where I'm at and stuff like that. So I apologize. And I'm starting to get back to like how I used to make videos, which is just talking to you guys, talking to the camera, which is you, like one-on-one. And yeah, I like making like comedy videos every now and then, but for the most part, these are the videos and what my channel is about learning and experiencing. So anyways, I'm probably going to get a lot of shit for this video. Excuse the language. But something that a lot of people want to know is whether a trans person like myself has a vagina or a penis. And, you know, it bothers me that there's so much emphasis on what you have because people are being post-op women or being post-op down there, you know, which means that you have basically a neo-vagina is what it is. So people put so much emphasis on that and saying you're not a woman if you don't have it, or you're not really trans or whatever if you don't have it. And some people even say that, you know, that once you get your surgery, oh, you're not trans anymore. And that couldn't be further from the truth. That couldn't be further from the truth. It's been 6 years, you guys, 6 years that I've transitioned. And it's been a roller coaster of emotions. But it's been a good time. Like, it's been really good, you know, knowing and realizing who I am and getting to just have like me time. These 6 years have all been about getting to know who I am and growing. And I remember in the beginning of my surgery, or excuse me, at the beginning of my transition, I would always be like, no, I need a vagina, I need a vagina, I need a vagina. Like, you know, or I need the surgery. And it was like that for so many years, especially since where I lived, I used to hang around only cisgender people. And cisgender means like you identify or with the sex that you were born as. So I only hung around cisgender girls, you know, regular female girls. And I noticed something this past year, or like these past couple months. And I noticed that I was comparing myself to cis women. I was comparing myself to cisgender women. And that's not fair. That's not fair to myself. Like, I'm saying, oh, I need this, or I need to look like this, or I need to have this done to be a woman, or, you know, to be considered, you know, more passable, or this and that. And that's not fair to myself, you guys. And there's this obsession in the LGBT community, especially in the trans community, with being as cis as possible. And getting that surgery is one of those things where people are trying to be cisgender, or they're tired of people judging them, and they think that they're not a real woman or any of that if they don't get a vagina, or, you know, like they need the vagina to be a woman or to have that validation. And the thing is, you guys, I have so many friends that have it, that are post-op, so they have the neo vagina now. And let me tell you, it doesn't fix everything. I don't want to say they're not happy, because some of them are. I feel like they're beautiful, happy people, from what I know, from what I see. But I can also say that it doesn't fix dysphoria. For sure, dysphoria doesn't completely go away. Dysphoria is something that you will have to live with the rest of your life as a transgender woman or transgender person. Dysphoria is a reality. It is a fact of being transgender, and is something that we have to live with. And so I just want to say that no, I have not had my surgery, and I don't think I'm going to. It's been 6 years now, and I'm just not concerned about what other people think anymore, and I'm not concerned with comparing myself to cisgender people. I'll never be cisgender. I will always be transgender. It doesn't matter what surgery I have on this earth. I am always going to be a transgender woman, and subject, that part of me is always going to have to come out. There's this girl that she's trans, and I remember I used to look up to her, and one day I went and we met each other at a club after not seeing each other for over a year, and she's an Asian girl, and I said, "Oh my God, how are you? It's so good to see you." And she looked at me like this. "Oh yeah, it's good to see you too." She's very, very full of herself, number one. And she looked at me like that, and I said, "Yeah, well, it's really good to see you." And she said, "Yeah." So she noticed that I had my nose done, and she said, "Oh my God, you got your nose done?" And I said, "Yeah, I had a couple surgeries." She's like, "Oh, did you? Did you have the bottom down there too?" And I said, "Well, no, I haven't." And then she's like, "Oh, okay, well, it was nice seeing you." And then she walked off. And that's another thing that really ticks me off. She's a post-op girl, but let me tell you, just because you're post-op does not make you better. She's post-op, but she still has her male voice. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do not come for me. Do not come for me. I didn't call her out. I'm not going to call her out today. Karma will deal with it with her. But that's another thing, that there's this glorification of being post-op, of having a neo-vagina, that all of a sudden you're a complete woman. No. We will never stop being trans. And we have to stand fast in our truth and be proud of being transgender. Be proud of being a transgender woman, whether you're pre-op, post-op, non-op, whatever it is, be proud. And you know what? Just when you get the surgery, just know, go into it, whatever surgery you want, go into it knowing that this is what you want 100%. And it's not going to fix your dysphoria. More than likely, it's not. There's always going to be dysphoria in everything. You're going to be like, "Oh, now I have a vagina now," or you think my feet are too big, or my hands are too big, or my chest, my jaw's too big, whatever it is. I just want you and everyone watching to know that, hey, I haven't had it done. I don't plan on getting it done anymore. It's been 6 years. I really took my time with everything. And that's it. That's it, you guys. I have no regrets. I don't really use my downstairs area that much. But at the same time, if you judge me for it, you're absolutely allowed to judge me for it. And if you want to call me a man, you're absolutely allowed to call me a man. It doesn't bother me anymore. It does not bother me anymore. So, I'm a transgender woman. My name is Camila. Pre-op, post-op, I will always be trans, and I stand fast in my truth, and I'm proud to be a transgender woman. So if you don't like that, please get off my channel. You're not welcome here. That's all I have to say. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I love you all so much, and I hope that this video helped you. Namaste.